Okay. Let me check the description to see if that worked properly. I kind of do the formatting's a bit off, but otherwise it's good. I've changed my streaming software, or rather they've just updated my streaming software, so it's a little different. There's a thumbnail now, which is kind of cool. Oh, 3-2, yeah? Oh no, 2-3. 2-3, yeah, okay. So 1-1, 2-3, and 12-2. There's levels I found new setups for. Alright, I think the description's good now. Okie dokie. I feel like lighting's kind of a bit off still, but it's not bad. Could be worse. Alright, I need to share the stream. I always forget about this. Oh, maybe not always, but a lot of the time I forget too. Oh, right, I'm not in YouTube Studio, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, it's been a while. But yeah, I should be getting into things pretty shortly. I should probably reset this file. There we go. Alright, that should be good now. for the SMD1 water theme starter course. No, Super Mario Challenge. Alright, there we go. Timestamps. Oh, look at participants, that's cool. Yeah, I don't really have any polls in mind. The new thumbnail's neat, I will say. One more thing, and then we can get started. I don't know where to put this. I'll try there. Okay. Let's get going then. Camera setup. I think it's okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I forgot again, didn't I? Whoops. Full start. That's a classic. Okay, it's fine. I'm happy to wait another like 30 seconds. Just because I know it's really annoying to verify what time the run starts at if you don't have the bottom screen in view, because that's what we use to time the start of any Super Mario Challenge runs. Pressing new game here. 3, 2, 1, go. Potentially have a good chance to beat some golds this stream, which is cool. Also, yeah, good to see you, Oemi. Alright. Good start. Nope, okay, that's fair. Yeah, my jump's just really late off the stairs. I think I got the setup though. But I was trying to get the record tonight. I mean, you're not wrong. I am trying to do it. No stair-jump. I think I did the setup though. Did I start talking about them already? Maybe not. Oh. Maybe once I get into 1-3. Not great, but oh well. Positivity or something, yep. Alright, that's fine. Don't mind being slightly rusty. Should go away after a few attempts. Okay, so stair jumps, I've like fully labbed them, meaning I essentially went into emulator and figured out exactly what pixel positions work, what pixel positions don't, what's the frame windows, does it work on every step, what happens if you triple jump off the stairs. I looked at all of that. And then after that I looked at specific setups to make them as lenient and consistent as possible. So I did that for 1-1, 2-3, and 12-2. So yeah, I kind of did a lot. Probably the most interesting findings was stair jumps are frame perfect. like 95% of the time stair jumps are frame perfect. Or rather, unless you're triple jumping off of a staircase, it requires a frame perfect jump. It's probably the first thing to mention. There's like no getting around that. The second thing to mention is whether the stair jump is possible is dependent on your pixel positioning. So, in most cases, it's only going to work on 1 out of 3 steps. Because it's essentially, I don't know, because like the X position, you have 13 pixels to stand on before you like run into the block. It means you have to be in like the first pixel, because Mario takes a full 5 frames to clear the first to clear 1 block. Hence, you have to like jump on the first pixel of the block. And because Mario moves at 3 pixels per frame, it means he will be, you know, skipping over that window sometimes, or rather 2/3 of the time, because of how Mario's moving at 3 pixels per frame and the blocks being 16 pixels wide, how that works out. Yeah, so that's reassuring. Because I didn't think originally that they were step dependent either. But yeah, now I have confirmation. And it's also cool because I know I've been doing a frame perfect jump every time I get a stair jump, which is kind of cool. Although that being said, the frame perfect jump for the stair jump isn't that bad. Which is kind of weird to say. But landing from a jump and jumping instantly is just a frame perfect that you kind of end up having to do, or rather get good at so much, because, you know, jumping as soon as possible is just kind of very useful in general. And so the frame perfect itself is not that bad. Also, that was kind of cool. It's a bit suboptimal, but cool. The other thing I figured out was that because of, you know, it being very step dependent, where it's going to work, also figured out that having setups would be extremely beneficial for improving consistency with the aforementioned stair jumps. So in other words, knowing exactly which stairs will work and which ones won't, depending on Mario's acceleration, which kind of gets a bit complicated. Alright. Let's go. Alright, this is actually the easiest of the 3, because you don't have to worry about acceleration. No matter where you jump, you're always going to have the same speed. I don't know, 2-3 is interesting. There's quite a few setups. There's 2 setups where you can full jump and get it. However, the problem with them is it adds another frame perfect. So it's actually more consistent to just run off the pipe and just do a control jump into the spot than it is to time a frame perfect max height jump off of the pipe. Oh. Okay, being too good at the staircases today, that's fine. Or at least more 2 anyway. Whoops. Okay, good save. I was dead if I didn't P-switch jump there. Which is why you generally don't want to throw the P-switch onto the spikes. Very nice. Yeah, 725 is quite good. Not amazing, because 2-1 and 2-2 weren't great, but 2-3 and 2-4 kind of made up for it. I think I'm comparing against golds as well. Yeah, because world 1's 3-4. That makes sense. Compare against best and best. Yeah, minus 1.7. That's more like it. So, in order of difficulty of the 3 stair jumps that I labbed, 2-3 is the easiest, then followed by 1-1, and then the hardest one is 12-2, is what I found. 12-2 ends up being the hardest because Mario isn't at full speed when he has to leave the ground, which is kind of a problem for setups, because if Mario's not at full speed, jumping like 1 frame earlier or later is going to change his potentially change what step he can stair jump off of. So that situation just makes 12-2 the hardest to have a good setup for the stair jump. Whereas 1-1 you do get to full speed, and 2-3 you don't quite get to full speed, but because of how the layout works out, it doesn't actually matter when you jump before you reach the staircases in that case. I won't elaborate, but anyway, not what I was expecting, honestly, when I was looking into this stuff. I could have labbed like these staircases here, but it wasn't really worthwhile, because the stair jump was not going to be possible with a star anyway. Same with 8-4, which is the SMM3DS 1-1 throwback level, where there's a staircase at the end, but you have a star in that situation as well. There's also the 11-1 staircase, which I could have labbed, but because of not having a consistent position, I didn't really lab it. And also because I just kind of ignore the stairs anyway in that level. Oh, I need to remember to go earlier though. What is it, 264? Should be 63, I think, because of going late to the first pipe. Yeah. Nice. Alright, made some mistakes, but backed them up very cleanly, so going even here to PB. But yeah, I kind of learned quite a lot more than I was expecting going into researching the stair jumps. So like, I not only learned about the stair jumps, I also learned like a bit more about like the acceleration mechanics, as in the ground versus aerial acceleration when ground acceleration matters. Okay, nice ugly feather. Almost. Oh, almost got all the coins. Yeah, I needed a cape spin, I always forget. That's fine. Unfortunately, getting a backup cape is slower than just running to the side. At least it doesn't matter too much losing your power up here. Like, it's obviously a little slower, but it's not that much slower. It's like, what? 3 seconds, I want to say? At most. Because you have the half-second power-up animation. And then it's slightly slower because you're running instead of flying to the end, and then you have to wait for the gold tip for 1.5 seconds. Oh. Okay, interesting. That's also fine. That wasn't the backup. I figure I have to land on the platform if I'm getting the propeller there. That was low. Yeah. That's fine. Maybe? No, not quite. Fair. Okay, kinda slow, unfortunately, but it's alright. Had to do quite a few backups. I'm also wondering whether I like do a write-up of the new setups or not. But I kinda wasn't sure how to do it. Because it's like, I know how they all work, but it's like, communicating exactly what you need to do and why I'm not quite sure how much detail I want to go into, and whether I have, like, visuals or not. Because it's all well and good for me to say that the 1-1 setup requires holding a second jump button to make a 1-frame jump to set up the stair jump, a 2-frame jump. But unless you know, like, when you're jumping, it's kind of not that useful to know that. Whoops. Okay, very nice. Well, it feels good to get that. Good. that up for is a bit unnecessary. That's kind of a problem. Okay, that just means we have to do shoulder jump here. That's fine. We are losing 4 seconds though, regardless. And we are resetting, because I can't shoulder jump. Okay, whatever. That's fair. Yeah, that's the reason I don't do bomb strats, because of that one shoulder jump. I don't actually mind doing the spin drop, I'm actually quite consistent at the spin drop. It's just that shoulder jump, which kind of sucks. And the gold tape cycle. To be fair, I'm not that practiced on the shoulder jumps. But, it's kind of... Although I haven't missed that shoulder jump in a while when I've had to back this up. Back up 5-3. Well, on the plus side, we get to try the stair jumps again. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go. At least the stair jumps are gonna make like the start more engaging. Because before with like the stair jumps, it was just kind of like you try it and you're probably not gonna get it. Because essentially we didn't really know how they worked. Especially what the frame windows were and stuff and whatnot. So it was just kind of like a luck fest whether you got it or not. Especially with not necessarily knowing about the very nice. Especially with not knowing the fact that the stair jump is not even possible in every step, depending on your position. Meaning, effectively, depending on acceleration, it will determine which stairs are even possible in the first place, making it essentially a 1 in 3 chance of having a pixel position that works at all for the stair jump. And then obviously not having as good of setups for the actual stair jump itself. Kind of made stair jumps kind of not worth going for, I'd say. Like, I know challengers would just do 1-1 stair jump all go. Would attempt it all go, but like... I'm gonna say that their setup is not good. It's not a good setup. Their setup's essentially a 1-2 frame if they're lucky jump off of the blocks at the start of 1-1. However, because they're jumping onto the blocks, the exact frame they land on the blocks determines what pixel position Mario will be in and hence which stairs will work, which essentially means it's like a 1 in 3 chance again. Obviously it's not actually a 1 in 3 chance, but unless you know where exactly to land, it essentially becomes a 1 in 3 chance of is the stair jump going to work on the 4th step or not. I guess I can talk about the one stair jump just a little bit more. Very nice. Alright, this actually might be gold. Maybe 1-2 was too slow. Nah, 1-2 was too slow. That's fair. Three or five is very solid though. But yeah, the 1-1 stair jump I do on the 5th step because I'm doing more optimal acceleration from the pipe. You can do optimal acceleration landing on like the top blocks in 1-1, but it requires like landing on within the first 4 frames. On the block, which is actually kind of tricky. And so it's a lot easier to just run off the pipe and just jump late before the Goombas to accelerate perfectly, to guarantee that I get a stair jump off of the 5th step. Because optimally, that's the step that ends up being the one that ends up being possible. Okay, it's charging. That's good. Yeah, I wouldn't want my stream to die. Okay, that's fine. Better than last run. I do need to brush up on fast flight though, because I'm losing some speed there, which meant I couldn't quite make it up onto the blocks and free. I don't know what to call it, jump presses for when you fly, or free tail swipes, I don't know. I had to do it in 4 because I was too slow. And the good thing about the 4th step is you can still get a full height jump and make it to the top of the staircase if you fail it. I think that time I just jumped too late. I think I could have landed a frame late on the staircase, I'm not quite sure. It was either I jumped a frame late or a couple frames late, or I landed too late on the stairs. My guess is I landed too late, but I'm not exactly sure unless I watch it back. Very nice. Yeah, I felt like spin jumping was wrong there. Well, Bowser didn't kill me for it. Spin jump, not jump, spin jump. Just what I got confused. Yeah, that was an epic world 2. -9 out of world 2 is kind of ridiculous. That's probably actually best piece out of world 2, if I had to guess. I don't actually know because I don't have that comparison. I just have some of best, not best case, as one of my comparisons on live split. Oh, that was a late jump. That's really annoying. I knew it was late too. Okay, well. That's frustrating, but that is what it is. Yeah, you really need to land early there and jump early, otherwise the Goombas are not nice. I guess the one thing I could have done is turn back more, because I realized I could definitely jump too late. But, that's alright. The only problem with turning back more is it kind of makes it hard to do this section after that, which is why you really don't want to turn back much, if at all, if you can. As for what I did the second time around, I think that was probably a good play to, like, just do my other strat, which is technically harder, going under, but I think that was fine to do, the other strat. That's not, yeah. Still good though. Also, I'm pretty sure that jump to clear the entire staircase of the star is also position dependent, which is kind of really hard to control with how you try to do the section before that optimally. 282, 264, let's actually do the optimal pipe entries. That would be nice. Pipe entries could have been more optimal, but it's fine. At least they weren't terrible, either of them. Yeah, oh well. Guess I gotta jump over that fireball. Yeah, I lost 12.5 seconds. Which is not that much, considering I died. Okay, well, there goes another, what, 10? The run's still alive. It's just kind of scuffed now. Okay, interesting. Fun fact. Also, good to see you, hooray. And if you're curious, no, I haven't seen it. Yeah, so far that's okay. Okay, let's see if we can actually keep the cape this time and not just run face first into the paratrooper. That would be nice. Also, it would be good to not bonk that pipe. Oh, that's fine. I might jump here, yeah. Doesn't lose too much. Not being in the cape animation. Barely. Oh. Okay. Alright, I would absolutely take that. Alright, you can't do that, I forgot. So you don't want to like run next to the bullet bill blaster, otherwise it will like stop spawning stuff. And if you're wondering why I didn't get the propeller at the start, I just forgot. So, yeah, there you go. I forgot something. That's fine. That's fine. But workable. This is probably a reset at this point, unfortunately, but I'll at least play the rest of the level out. Well, actually, I'm kind of curious. I might play this out to 4-4, just to see how much the miss menu lost, and obviously it's like 4-3, but 4-3 lost, what, 10 seconds, and then I'm assuming the miss menu costed 10 seconds? I'm not sure though. 4-2 was good. Was fine. 4... What? Yeah, 4-1 was fine too. Can we do this? Nope. Maybe at some point I'll get a double frame perfect there. Okay, whoops. I don't know, I mainly just played that because I was curious. Yeah, plus 27, makes sense. Was about plus 20 and then I lost another 5 here. Okay. We got plenty of time today though, so we're gonna go again. I might do the turn-back stair-jump in 2-3 though, I'm not sure though. I mean, I guess I could just try to do the stair-jump all stream. I don't know though, it's... Because there's a really good setup for the turn-back stair-jump with a full jump, so you don't have to do any sort of control jump shenanigans. Here is it? No. Yeah, nah, set aside. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that was fair. So yeah, that time I was late on the jump, by 2 frames I believe. It might have only been 1, I think it was 2 though. Yeah, because I think 1 still clears the pipe. surprised that worked. Yeah, hitting that third block was very close to not working. Oh, did I miss that now? Oh, I just missed those two, I guess. That was early. Okay, first 7, not as bad as I was expecting. Back, cool. What'd you miss? You missed maybe 1-1 stair jump? Not this run, but the previous run that made it to 4-3. I kind of failed in 4-3 again, which is fair. I died in 3-1 though, after getting best pace ever out of World 2. I was like -9 seconds compared to PB out of World 2. But then I like mismenued and had to like star and at the end of 3-4 to go back to the title, and then obviously the 4-3 mistake, and this is a dev run. Okay. It was fine until 4-3 though, like it was actually chill. Even though the mismenu cost 10 seconds and the def cost 10 seconds, I was still chilling. Relatively. It was still very continual. So yeah, that was only with like one of the stair jumps. I didn't get the 2-3 stair jump in that run either. So yeah, not bad actually. Surprisingly not bad. Just gotta wait for Yamamura. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. I think I want to claw for the underground. Because I also finally looked into this underground again. I think my jump was 1 frame late for the setup. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was because of where I was visually landing on the step. That's fine. But yeah, these 1-1 and 2-3 is so much more fun. Now I actually know what I'm doing wrong when I'm failing the stair jump. It makes it so much better. Like, I don't 100% always know what I'm doing wrong. But but usually I can narrow it down to 1 or 2 things, now that I have proper setups for these. And the other thing is I can actually practice the stair jumps efficiently as well, which is probably the other reason why these setups are such a big deal. Oh, I didn't reset diff counter. Okay, very nice pen actually. Aside from like the one fireball being low, like the rest of the pen was really good. Ah, 306, very nice. What's my gold there? 304, but is it a high or low 304? I guess it's high 304. I'm pretty sure my gold does turn back. Yeah, my gold doesn't have stair jump for World 1. Okay, I can't tell because I don't have. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I can't quite tell. I'd have to look into the splits editor to figure out exactly what my Gold World 1 time is. Wow, I didn't realize I'd keep flight there. Okay. Well, that all evened out. At least the fast flight was better, that's essentially all I wanted there. To get a slightly better fast flight, and I did. I guess it is completely fine to not be holding run because I'm in the air and speed is preserved in the air. Oh, that was close. Let's go. Also convenient that the 4th step you can just full jump and still barely make it onto the flag. Full base. unfortunate. Getting slow P-switches all day out of that first pipe. I think I'm probably going to give it another like 15 minutes to get a run going, and then if I can't get one going, I'm probably going to just jump into later world practice, whether that's... should probably be from like world 12 or something. Maybe world 12 to 15 would be good to practice. 3, 2, 1, go. If I don't get a run going in the next 15 minutes. Okay, that was, I missed the 1 frame jump. We got the stair-jump there. That was very nice. I don't know, convenient that this stair-jump, this 2-frame jump to set up the stair-jump, you can use Mario's hat as a visual cue, compared to the background of the hill, where it like the 2 frames where it, the 1 frame just before it intersects the edge of the hill, and the 1 frame where it does intersect, or rather, which is ends up being the frame after, obviously, are the frames you want to be jumping for this setup. Ooh, okay. Also, I'm realizing that I should just... Yeah. Actually, when do I reach 2.256 x speed there? I don't know. But yeah, don't jump the first 6 frames, jump frame 7 or later, land by frame 42, I think it is. And then jump as late as possible is the ideal acceleration there. At least from what I remember. That's really funny. Yeah, Mario Super Dead here is like inside Goomba right now. I'll play this. Yeah. Three, two, one, go. wondering when that was going to happen. Three, two, one, go. Okay, yeah, I missed the jump that time. I think setup was good. I just missed the frame perfect. Because yeah, I definitely did not jump immediately upon landing. Okay, nice. I bumped there, but otherwise very good. I'm getting a lot better at 1-4, I'd say. At least with knowing exactly where I need to be looking to avoid stuff. Wow, 3-4, very nice. Looks like my PB was a low 3-4. You could definitely be a low 3-3 with a slightly better 1-2 and obviously 1-1 stair jump. That was a pretty solid 1-2 apart from like one wall rub. Didn't quite remember, but close. Okay, very nice. Okay, that makes up for it. At least a little bit. I'm losing like 2 seconds though. I think that was, my guess was I landed too late. Not 100% sure though. Alright. I think we're gonna go do some individual world practice, because this it's not gone very well, unfortunately. In terms of like just kind of not dying in places. Alright, I wanted to check what is actually my World 1 gold. My World 1 gold is 304.396. Okay. I can probably save 0.4 off of it. Considering I got a 304.9 roughly. Or 0.8 just before. With a missed stair-jump. Okay, what are we doing? We are... I think we're playing through World 12. So let's do that for a start. Okay, World 12 gold is 552. Bring up the other timer. Here's the other timer. 3, 2, 1, go. Everyone. Hey, I didn't even consider this way we'd get to see the 12-2 stair jump. Oh, I should have done that from the start. Okay. Instead of trying to do the one frame. I know one frame regular jumps are quite annoying. if you're like not clawing. Although it depends how you kind of how you're holding the controller with your right hand. But the way I'm doing it usually with just only my thumb pressing the 4 buttons. The 1 frames are quite hard to do. I guess I'm going to put a note in chat that we're just running 3 World 12 now. Almost, that was close. Yeah, the annoying thing about the 12-2 one is it's kind of hard to tell. I probably just missed the jump, is my guess. I missed the 2-frame jump there. Because I think the stair jump was okay. As in, I think I got the frame perfect jump, I just didn't get the setup for it. Although it's kind of really hard to tell. Because especially in a Symbiote, it is really hard to tell where Mario is. I wasn't really paying enough attention to know if I was early or late. Oh. Okay, that's fine. I'm surprised I bonked that. I wonder if I go back to doing like the double bonk thing. Maybe, I'm not sure though. I don't know why I didn't air it for there. Made it work though. So 273 is very good. Ah, dang it. 8 wall jumps is not great. I mean, it still saves time, but you know, it's... when you can do it in 6 pretty consistently, getting an 8's not great. don't have assist here. That doesn't work. Guess I can practice this dying 5 times. Except these deaths are way faster than they would actually be, because you don't have to watch Mario's falling off the screen animation that you would have to watch in Super Mario Challenge. Okay, good backup at least. I wasn't 100% sure if it was small jump off the dry bones or not, but it is. No, not off of the dry bones, over the dry bones. To land on the other side of it, so that it makes that next upward scaling section easier. Is the reason for doing a small jump over it. Because you don't have to do that, you can just jump over, like... I'm gonna go no power-ups just for practice, although in full game I think I probably still want to power up for this first section. And yeah, that is part of the reason why. Oh, nice. Partial wall flip. I wasn't expecting that. As in, I thought I'd come to a full stop. But no, I didn't quite. So I was like barely moving to the right. And I happened to be in the position for the partial wall flip. Fast bounce, slow bounce. Oh, interesting. My jump got eaten there. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. If you press jump during the power up freeze animations, it doesn't do anything. You have to wait till after the freeze animation to jump. Oh, I forgot to walk. Oops, I'm probably too fast here. No, that was good. Okay. Never mind. Not sure if I bumped the screen there or not. Alright, good. should still be fine, I believe. Yeah, because this is cycle locked anyway. Missed my duck jump. Ouch, that was slightly early. Uh, 638 isn't great, but that's alright. What's my split time? 7:07. Yeah. Here. This way. Yeah, I like going backwards to get more speed there. I think that's a good strat. I should write that down. In my shoot. Ah, it's alright. Yeah, jumped too early, so I didn't get a jump. I love how absurd that looks. Okay, I'm actually just gonna pause here. Alright, I'll be right back. We're back. And I've decided I want to play up until the end of 16.4 as well. And then I'll decide what I want to do from there, but most likely I'll end the stream. That's 455. Can I fit? I can. Alright, nice. $642, not bad. Did have a def in there though. No, not bad. Lost some time, but not too much. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, there was no saving that, unfortunately. Well, on the plus side, this is not a real run. No, I did turn around too much. I need to press it later. No flight, okay. That works. Alright, that needs some work for sure. What level was that? 15-2? Yeah. I don't know, it can be hard to remember the levels sometimes when you're thinking about a lot of other things. I think World 15 needs some practice then. So I feel like all of it apart from maybe 15-1. But even then, 15-1 could always be better. It's much more consistent. That was fun, I could have backed that up. Good pipe entry. Let's see. Bit to work on. Wow, that is barely on the thing. That's why I always have a mushroom, because this Bowser, there's like almost nothing you can do about. Okay, 703, yeah, pretty standard. Alright, World 16, this goes by pretty fast. Alright. Good, back up. Oh, decent back up, more like. Oh, it's later. Pretty sure that's IL-10 though. A little bit of lag. Yeah, 16, 1, 2, and 3 are such speedy courses. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, I just didn't jump, okay. Okay, very nice. Alright. Do I want to do World 17? I think I might leave it. It's alright, just meh. Not bad, I did an extra half hour, so that's at least something. Definitely need to practice World 15 the most. I think 16 was actually quite nice. 15? 14 was a bit shaky too. 13 was relatively solid, not flawless, but it was good enough. And World 12 was also a little shaky, but otherwise good enough. I think 14, 15 I might practice a bit more off stream, but yeah, I think that'll be all for today. So yeah, thank you for everyone who was watching today. And definitely gonna stream more than once this week because I've got the time to. But yeah, until next time. Thank you.